Hello there guys, Feng here, and welcome to Epic Tavern. Okie dokie then, so Epic Tavern is a fancy management simulation game made by Hyperkinetic Studios. It's currently in early access, so please bear in mind, you know, because it is in early access, some of the features are not included as of yet. One of the cool things though is that the devs have actually tried to show what the features are going to be eventually, so that's really cool. The game is basically revolved around you being a tavern master. It's your job to make sure that your patrons have well fed, well quenched, and make sure that they have lodging of some sort. You can also send them on quests, and the systems for questing and stuff is actually pretty damn deep from what I've played of it so far. I played about half an hour. It's not long, but it was just enough to get a grasp of the game. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be starting a brand new game. Okie dokie then. So I'm going to go ahead and destroy this. So as you can see, currently there's only one save file, but the devs do plan for you to be able to manage multiple taverns at one time. So that's really cool. Alright. So we're going to call this Ye Old Feng. There we go. That's what we'll call it. Not the Ye Old Thing, that doesn't make sense, does it? You can also re-roll by clicking the dice and it'll randomise one for you, which is always nice. Always nice to see that in games, and some games just do not even give you the option to just randomise names, which is really odd. Alright, brilliant. Let's crack on then, shall we? Okay, so for the most part, this little tutorial bit is mainly story driven. Okie dokie. So, long ago, the land of Boar was nearly annihilated by a horde of Neverkin invading through the Flaming Gate. Villages were trampled to dust and Boar burned. After a grueling war, the Neverkin were defeated and the Flaming Gate was sealed. For 1,400 years, the seal held. Until... Okie dokie then. So there's going to be a lot of reading involved in this because that's kind of the idea of the game, you know. Alright, so one last toast to the Ravager 4, which I believe is what these four are called. So you know I had that name, Merrick. You and Lisa. Oh god, I'm gonna be terrible at pronouncing these names, aren't I? Oh god. Lisa, I don't know. Are the only Ravengers? It makes us sound like we're all. I didn't pick it, Blaze. People just started calling us that. I wonder if you can rename people. That'd be pretty cool if you can. It doesn't look like it though. Mind you, this is the tutorial, so you might not be able to do in the tutorial anyway. Right. So is that area? Remember it? You've spent the better part of a year trying to get that name to stick. Bottoms up, kids. If Ignatius is to be believed, Ignatius to be believed, the Flaming Gate won't hold much longer. Of all your half-assed plans, this may be the worst. You have a better idea? Can't say I do, but that doesn't mean yours any less awful. Make yours any less awful. Jesus Christ, I can't even read now. Take Fulgrin and ready the horses. Lycasia. I'm just going to say Lycasia, and I will be out momentarily. You have the letter? Right here, we're abandoning our child Merrick. We're doing what has to be done. Besides, we've survived worse than this. Okay, not really, but if you die, I'll raise you as a banshee or something. There's a bit of a sense of humour in there as well. A banshee, at least maybe a vampire. I would look amazing with fangs. Indeed. Deal. Are you ready, my dear? No, but that's not apt to change. Let's go. Alright then. So we start off with this quest. This is the very first quest we get. As you can see, it's a one-way trip, level 12. You do get rewards for completing it. Sometimes you also get rewards for failing, although a lot of times you don't get all that much. Okay, so for the first time in 1,400 years, the Flaming Gate has been breached, and a horde of Neverkin are pouring into the realm. Fight your way to Nevercap Mountains and use the artifact provided by Ignatius Mordred to seal the gate before this world is lost. Let's go! Okie doke then, so this is the quest screen. and it looks like there's a lot going on. There's actually not. It's quite easy to navigate. So what you have to do is you have to anyone who's in your roster can join the party. So as you can see, all these 4 are in our roster, so we can go ahead and assign these to the party. Now each of these will have different stats. As you can see, Merrick, for example, has quite a lot of combat skill. She's pretty good at... No, he's pretty good at necromancy. Especially summon skeleton. He's also got lifesteal and darkened soul. Now one of the things that I would like, maybe in future releases, is the possibility to hover over these to see what they actually do. Because obviously I can tell that this is going to be summoned skeleton, but there's nothing really telling me what good that's going to be, you know. He's also got a decent mind, as you can see. Got a lot of knowledge about lore and arcane insight. Cool. And of course every single one of these is different in some respects. So let's go ahead and start the quest. This actually gives you a rough percentage of how successful you're going to be. 78% is pretty decent for the most part. And you've also got the party power. So as you can see, Anne's 99, which is quite a lot, versus the 65 quest. So even though the contribution here is higher than the quest, we've still got a chance to fail here. So let's crack on. Okie dokie. So, with one final look back at their long-time haunt, the Ravager 4 stepped out into the streets where screams of terror echo all around. Oh dear, that's not good, is it? Alrighty then. Lycasia scans the scene outside the tavern where packs of Neverkin, their skin the colour of ash, wreak havoc in all directions. We'll help who we can on the way, but reaching the gate is our priority, she says. So long as that's open, battles out here mean nothing. Mount up, we ride for the Nevercapes. Okay, so a lot of these quests will have a lot of side quests as well. For the most part, failing those are not that huge of a deal. But obviously, if you do succeed in them, then you will get extras. Right, let's continue. Okie dokie. An elegant carriage lays on its side, its horses disemboweled. On the flipped carriage stands a one-bearing noblewoman with her young son clinging to her leg. The bloody mage launches waves of fire to fend off the Neverkin, but she's surrounded. So, very much like D&D style, we get to roll and see how this plays. Okie dokie. So you do get a breakdown of the combat. So as you can see, Merrick did poor performance. He rolled a 41%, which only contributes 17 effort. Lycasia also only rolled, well, actually, she rolled decently, but she didn't really contribute. She contributed the most, but she didn't really get all that much, and neither did Fulgrin or Blaze, which is unfortunate. So we did fail that, but apparently we still get some stuff. We got the wand because she probably died, which is unfortunate. Yeah, the carriages of Run Before the Heroes can reach the Doom Mage. As Fulgrin smashes his hammer through a Neverkin's head, he spots the young boy escaping down an alleyway. It's done, let's go. Okay, let's continue. Okay, they just keep coming, Blaze says, hacking through a tentacled Neverkin in Northern Village. Eyes on the gate, Merrick commands. Okie dokie. Hold the line, soldiers. If you run, I will kill you myself, roars a young squire to her panicked comrades. Their comrades lying dead on the ground around them, and Neverkin with featureless faces swarming from all sides. Lycasia raised her bow as the heroes rushed to reinforce the squires. And we failed that one. We actually missed by one, which is really unfortunate. Oh, disastrous performance. God damn it. Oh, that actually contributes minus. Jesus Christ, that's not good, is it? Well, we got a bit of money from there, again. The squires battled heroically, but were killed before the party could reach them. You can rest tomorrow, Merrick says, gesturing at the corpses. The squires rise as zombies and continue battling the Neverkin as the heroes gallop away. Okie dokie. Blaze, let's go. Merrick yells at the assassin as the assassin cuts down a pair of Neverkin that pursue a young child. Blaze leaps back in her saddle and rushes to catch up. Right, there's actually two buttons here. You can pause the questution or play it as it continues. And there's also a fast forward, but unfortunately it's not in yet. As you can see, it's going to be coming soon, and I've got a feeling that's going to be used a lot once people have got round to reading all the quest stuff. Alright, so a giant Neverkin punches a hole through a wall at Greymore Farms, grabbing at the family within. A child's scream echoes out as the heroes rush to attack. Hey, we actually got a really good success rate there. Brilliant. And we received a lot of gold from that. Blaze and Thorgrim rush forward, each taking out a knee of the colossal critter. With an overworldly roar, it drops to the ground, flailing wildly. A well-placed arrow ends its struggle. Thorgrim heals the wounded family, while the others quickly help reinforce the building. A lot of stuff going on before we even get to this portal, and the portal's still quite far away. So many innocent lives lost, Thorgrim says, kneeling next to the broken corpse of a young child. Snap out of it, Blaze yells. Smacking the dwarf on the back of the head. I don't know what I was going to say snacking for. Get on your damn horse now. Alright. A bloody bank guard. A bloody bank guard? Okay. Impales a small Neverkin on her spear, then stomps another to death. Spotting the hero, she bellows, "Thank the gods! It's the Ravager 4. There are more inside. Come on!" Thorgrim starts to utter a protest, then sighs and rushes to catch up to the others. Let's roll it. Hey, we succeeded again. Fantastic. So the heroes help the guards clear at the bank with minimal casualties. Stay in the vault, Lycasias yells to the employees, and customers huddled safely behind bars. It's going to get worse before it gets better. Loads and loads of money. So with a wave of his hand as they ride through the carnage, Merrick animates a half-dozen dead Neverkin as zombies and commands them to attack their brethren. You need to teach me that trick one day, Blaze says. Alright. Outside the tangled vine winery, a monstrously fat Neverkin barks orders to its troops in a guttural alien tongue. They rush to attack the Vinter's house. Oh dear, we failed that one, unfortunately. That's a shame. So, Lycasia fires an arrow in the stomach of the overgrown Neverkin, which explodes in a spray of thick toxic goo. As the heroes battle the creatures, the substance creeps into the soil, forever corrupting it. The Vinters die, protecting her children, who are dropped off at the neighbouring farm. Oh dear. That didn't go too well, did it? Okay, they're still pouring out the tunnels, Blaze says, looking down at the entrance to the Nevercap cave system from a rocky overhang. But I know another way. Watch your step. It's a bit, tricky. Okay, you can't be serious, Thorgrim says, look at the narrow ledge with an 80-foot drop to the rocks below. Blaze chuckles. Trust me, when have I ever steered you wrong? That was reticle, she says, raising a finger to ward off the dwarf's long string of examples. Oh dear, and Thorgrim got lightly wounded from that. Oh dear! Blaze casually skips across the narrow ledge, followed by American Lycasia. Thorgrim gulps nervously and starts across. His protruding belly makes it impossible to stay flush against the wall. Now, I think I actually got this one last time, so I think this particular quest might actually be might not be random. But I think the others after this tutorial are random, as far as I'm aware. Well, it depends on your overall party stats. Right, outside the back entrance to the Nevercape cave system, Merrick addresses his companions. You've done enough by getting me here. If you want to leave now, I swear I will not hold against you. Blaze chuckles. And let you get all the glory. Sorry, old man, we're in this together. Alright, here we go. The final boss. Sephiroth. The Avenger 4 step through the cave entrance and immediately spot its guardian, a nightmarish spider-like Neverkin scuttling toward him on 8 human arms. The heroes ready their weapons and fan out around it. Hey, success with just one. Don't destroy the head, I want this one, Merrick says to Lycasia. She nods, takes a slow breath, and lets an arrow fly, killing the nightmarish creature instantly with a hit to the throat. With a wave of his hand, the necromancer reanimates the monstrosity and orders it to the guard's tunnel behind him. Or is it to guard the tunnel behind him? I'm a dumbass. So with a bone-chilling howl, a large pack of mutant wolves enters from a side tunnel and takes up the chase. A long straight passageway opens into a large chamber ahead. The heroes make a run for it. Hey, made it. Stay left, Blaze yells as they run. Lots of bad news to the right. The heroes safely avoid the traps, but the hounds aren't so fortunate. A gargantuan two-headed Neverkin stands guard at an arched doorway on the far side of the chamber. A bright blue light flickers over the passage walls behind him. The flaming gate lies beyond, Fulgrim says with a steely determination. Oh, hang on. No, we've just rolled, didn't we? Oops. So Blaze flanks the giant Neverkin while Lycasia distracts it with a barrage of arrows. The creature stomps towards the archer and Blaze leaps into its back, slashing one of its throats, then the other. She rolls to her feet, eyes on the archway ahead. Jesus Christ, this is quite long-winded, isn't it? Last chance, Mivik, says to his companions. I don't expect to come back from this. Blaze shakes her head. Too risky. Who's going to trigger that artifact if you suddenly drop dead of old age? The heroes embrace briefly, then step through the archway. Beyond the archway, the adventurers see an enormous gate rippling with nether energy. Before it stands the form of a young girl, bathed in crackling blue flames. Lycasia laces up the end-ruined boots they received from an artifact collector, Ignatius Mordred. I hope these things work, she says. Impressive, the young girl speaks directly to their minds while idly playing with a ball of crackling blue energy. Join me and I'll let you live. Lycasia shakes her head and taps the heels of her boots together. There's no place like home. Sorry. Sorry, I just had to do that. Everything allow home. Appreciate the invite, kid, but we have something else in mind. Hey, we did it. You think your puny weapons can harm Alicia? Overlorded than ever? The child shrieks. Lycasia shrugs. Guess we'll never know because that's not our plan. She stumps one of her boots quaking onto the ground, starting a massive earthquake that brings the mountain down on top of them. Oh dear. And those were the best fighters I've ever had. And so the Ravager 4 called the mountain down. Lycasia and Merrick Ravager, Fulgrim Bloodborne and Blaze Evershadow, may the bards sing of their heroism until eternity. Okay. And they're all Jed. That's not nice, is it? We've got a lot of gold though, although we're not going to actually see a penny of that, sadly. Alright. That's pretty much the tutorial done. Or the intro. Because it wasn't really much of a tutorial. This is the story of Ye Olde Feng. Monday, week 1. Okay, so we gained a level. Expand and improve the rundown tavern your parents left you. Protect the realms of Bor by cultivating great heroes. And that's basically the general gist of the game. Alright, this patronage information, yes. Let me just go ahead and do that. Alright, so this is the tavern. We've already seen it before. We can move around in it. I'm sure we can. We might not be able to do it because it's still technically the tutorial. Alright, so this dude is Cranston. So there's this rumour I heard. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and use action points and see what we've got. So, Chapter 1, Stomp. Might as well get into a bit of target practice before heading out on more dangerous quests. Kill the rats the old-fashioned way with an excessive display of violence. Or we can poison them. Well, to be fair, Stomp's going to be easier because, well, it's not going to be easier. It's just going to be better in general because you still get the rep from doing either, but you get more experience and gold from stomping them. Let's go ahead and do that. Alright. Okie dokie. So now that you have a quest, click on this heroic looking fellow and get to know him. Hello there, Grunson. I was getting tired of sitting at home having nothing to do. We're going to welcome him. So that's going to cost AP to do that. Now apparently we can hire him straight off the bat, which is nice. Normally you wouldn't be able to do that. You'd have to get to know people first before you're able to hire them. So we're going to go ahead and hire Grunson. He's a level 1 barbarian. Now, one's a hero, but two's a party. Click on this adventure to see what she's all about. It's she. Oh. So, Morgul, we're going to go ahead and welcome. And we can hire straight off the bat as well. Brilliant. And she is a level 1 fire mage. I'm going to get she and he mixed up so much. Alright. Success. You got your first quest and a full roster. So, click here to head on the map. Now, what the tutorial doesn't tell you is it's probably not wise to do that straight off the bat. You probably want to use up all your AP before you go ahead and start doing quests, because once you start a quest, at the end of the quest it will automatically end the day. Right. So here's the quest. We only have 2 party members, because we only have 2 in our roster at the moment. So we're going to go ahead and get Grunson and Morgul. There we go. So this is going to be a 95% chance of success with a power of 18 versus 10. You also can see on this overview what skills are required for this particular quest. So as you can see, combat is required more than anything else. So this is going to be more of Morgul. Now we don't have actually any mini weapons, I don't think, as far as I know. Can we check the equipment? We can't check the equipment. But we should be able to click on Grunson and see what he is actually carrying. Although it looks like we can't. Oops. But as you can see, he's more melee weapons anyway. So he's got sword and axes. So we should be fine with that. So I'm going to go ahead and go forth. Now it does cost money as well to keep them provisioned while they're on the quest. So please bear that in mind. I think that one only costs 30 gold. So that's fine. Okay. So we're going to clear out some rats from the cellar. Kind of exciting to engage in something so stereotypical, Morgul says, rubbing her hands together. Yes, killing rats. It's always the first quest in any game. Well, it's not, but you know what I mean. An angry chittering greets the intruders as a pack of rats rushes to attack. Let's roll it. Hey, success. Wow, Grunson actually had a poor performance there. Terrible. Okie dokie. So our heroes are able to defeat a small pack of rodents in battle, which is literally the least that could be expected. And we got gold for it. Okay, the road-weary adventurers round the corner and see ye old Feng up ahead. Thank the gods, Morgul says. Be warned, anyone who gets between me and my bed is apt to get hurt. Indeedly do. And this is the overview, so we can see what we got. Now, one of the interesting things of this game, and I don't know if it actually affects anything as of yet, because I haven't really played around with it, but you've actually got to kind of pay your adventurers the gold that they make during that quest. Now, as you can see, by default, it's 50-50. Now, I'm going to assume that if you, for example, give more money to yourself, actually that's the party, if you give more money to yourself, then they're not going to like it as much, whereas if you give them the more money, they're going to enjoy it a lot more. That's my thing, that's my logic anyway. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and keep it 50-50. That seems reasonable. I mean, at the end of the day, we are the one who would give them their provisions and whatnot, and they went out and did it. I guess you can also individually give each one individual amounts of the share, but we're not going to do that. That's fine. I don't think anyway. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. That's fine. There we go. Now we'll continue to the tavern, and it will now be... oh, it's Wednesday now. Okay. Now, doing quests are very beneficial because they will level up your tavern, and you do need to level your tavern to increase your roster size and to get other goodies. Okay, now this is the log of what happened yesterday. So as you can see, our base income was 40 gold. We have additional food sold, so we did sell some food, apparently. I didn't see us selling any food, but yeah. We've got quest rewards, share of the quest loot. And we've also got other stuff. Construction upgrades, we can't get around to doing yet because they're still under construction. And yeah, so we made a fair bit of profit from that. It's not too bad. And you can also see the activity as well and stuff, which is cool. Alrighty then. So as you can see, we've got quite a few more people in the tavern now. So let's go ahead and let's talk to Morgul first. Alright, the memories we have working together are crazy. So we're just going to go ahead and listen because that's going to increase our friendship. We can either reminiscence over a drink or quick chat. Bearing in mind it's going to cost more AP to reminisce, but that's fine. We're going to go ahead and do that. Hey, I want to talk to you about something. Let's go ahead and listen. Okie dokie. Despite what that nosy do-gooder Catis would have you believe, I am perfectly respectable by mage standards. Okie dokie. So that's, as you can see, we can actually see the story log here, as well as the normal log. And you can see their personal story, and we'll keep in a log for you so you can, you know, double check it and stuff like that, which is really cool. And we can also see an overview of the skills as well as traits. So as you can see, Muggle is aggressive. What that trait actually does, I have no idea because there's no tooltip or anything, unfortunately. I'm hoping that's something that they'll add in the future, is a hoverable tooltip. Because it does it for these, the tabs, but it doesn't do it for the actual things itself, which would be extremely more useful. Alright. What's this? I have no idea. Oh, there we go. We can actually see an overview of the roster. Okie dokie. Right, let's go back to the tavern. Alright, so this is a new patron. Right. It seems like you're always working. You should hire some help and take the night off once in a while. This is Tomo the Brewster. Let's welcome him. He is a merchant. That's actually really cool because we could do with a someone who has the the social stat. Okie dokie, so let's have a quick talk. So he wants some mead. So we can serve in the mead. We can see that how much it's going to cost and how much stock we have. Okie dokie. I like it. I'll have to have a little more to see what I really think though. So let's go ahead and talk to him again and we'll try and offer him a drink or meal. So if I will show you something else though first before we crack on with that. If we go to, I think it's expansions. We go to expansions and we go to, no, it's not expansions, god damn it, where is it? As you can see, there's a lot of tabs here. Here we go, it's goods and lodging. So as you can see, we can actually go ahead and buy certain things. So I think what we're going to do, we're not going to buy anything yet, not until we get a little bit lower, but I can buy some nether wine and some Dayak kebabs. I'm going to go ahead and do that. We've got plenty of money. So that's fine. And we can also, I think you can also increase the rune qualities as well, although I don't think I've got access to that yet. Yeah, we need to wait until we get possibly a bit more money, or maybe a bit more reputation. I'm not 100% sure. Again, stuff like hoverable tooltips just to tell us what we needed to upgrade stuff would be nice. Okie dokie. There has our summary. Okay, I don't think any of this works at the moment. I think all this is still under construction as well, which is really unfortunate. Yeah, expansions are still under construction. We have got a kitchen though, which obviously we do need. So I'm looking forward to see what happens with this. Okie dokie. So let's go ahead and let's offer you a drink. So what we can do now is we can see what this dude likes. Now, if we've gave him a different types of drink or food, then we'll actually get a bonus depending on whether they like it or not. But as you can see, these two we haven't actually gave Tomo soda water or nether wine yet, so we have no idea if he's gonna like it or not. So we'll stick with the meat since that's what he likes. I'm gonna go ahead and select the menu. And we're going to go ahead now and, yeah, he wants to stay in a room. So we're going to go ahead and offer 8 gold. So he's going to give us 8 gold to stay in the room. Okie dokie. Now, we could hire him, but unfortunately our roster limit is reached, which means we can't really hire him as of yet. But we've always got the choice to hire him if we remove one of our other dudes. Alright, let's check this new patron. So this is Catris. The tavern seems more crowded than usual. Welcome. I once dreamed I burned down a tavern what looked just like this one. Oh god. Don't get burning mine down. He's a paladin. Okie dokie. He wants some porridge. Let's serve him some porridge. There we go. So I think we should check for new quests. That's what that icon is. So let's see. So I'll come back with my wine. So the house wine is running a bit low. Feldspar Squire has an infamous and remarkably cheap wine shop. Probably because no one can ever find it. The shop springs up out of nowhere every day and never in the same spot. Luckily, our patron thinks he knows where it will be today. Cool. So what do we actually need for this? Let's find out, shall we? So that's the rewards we can get if we complete this task. So if we go to quests, we can see that we are going to need someone who's mindful. So do we have anyone on our roster who's mindful? Yes, both Murgle and Gunson are mindful. So that's fantastic, so we don't have to worry too much about that. Before we do anything else though, we're going to go ahead and just get to know these a bit more. What the fuck am I on about? Oh, that's one of our new ones, so that's brilliant. We'll give him some of that, and that's going to make us a bit of money. Alright, let's talk to you. So you're Grimahorgun. I hope I pronounced that right. Please let me drain my sorrows in peace. Let's welcome it. I hear your chef is to die for. I'm Grimahorgun, and I love to check out your menu. Okie dokie, you want some chicken wings? Oh, I fancy some fucking chicken wings now. Oh, I want some hot and spicy chicken wings. Nom 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 nom. Alright. It seems like you're always working. You should hire some help and take the night off once in a while. So this is Vivian. We're going to welcome you, and you're a lawmaster. She is a lawmaster. We can already hire her if we so desire. I don't think I'm going to, for the time being. Actually, she's got a lot of mind. Hang on a sec. Compared to the 8, she's got 11. I may go ahead and remove Morgul for the time being. I don't think there's any negative to do that. This event will no longer be available for quests, but if you change your mind, speak to them and perhaps they'll return. Yes, that's what we'll do. So I'm going to go ahead and swap you around for Vivian, who wants some porridge. So we're going to hire you. Do you think going on this quest will make me look tough? Yes, of course I do. We can also get rumours. Unfortunately, that's not available yet either. Alright. What about you? You want a room? You can have a room. There you go. And we just increased our roster slot, which is hilarious because I've just... Let's hire you back. There you go. Alrighty then. So we're going to go ahead. I think we'll go on the quest now. We have got quite a bit of AP left, but to be honest, I don't think we really need to do much else, except for maybe... Yeah, we may as well, haven't we? Let's see if anybody else wants anything else. Do you want a meal? Would you like... So, porridge, you're kind of okay with porridge. Do you want to try some stale bread? That sounds absolutely fantastic. Some lovely stale bread. If this tastes off as good as it smells, we're going to get along just fine. Yes. Yes, of course. Apparently, we don't know whether you like it, though. Which is unfortunate. Let's offer you a drink. You can. Oh, you like the house wine. Go on, then you can have the house wine. There we go. So we earned a bit of money from that, which is quite nice. All right, let's go ahead and go to the map, and we'll do the quest. Okie dokie then. So we do need minding, preferably tracking. Now I don't think we actually have any tracking. The lawmaster might know some tracking, although I highly doubt it. Our power is 31 to 10. Requirement is 2 adventurers. You can go over, so that's fine, but the minimum is 2. Okie dokie. So let's go ahead and let's go to the quest. Okay, the morning sun beats down upon the heroes' faces. It's going to be a warm one, Vivian says. Oh, Vivian's level 2, that's probably why. Okie dokie, I feel like hanging out at the tavern is a great opportunity to get to know people, but it's nothing compared to the adventuring with them, Vivian says, glancing towards Grunson. I do like this this random banter. It's really cool. The party meets an old woman on the road who thumps the ground with her cane while speaking. Things are being born in the deep today. Best seek higher ground, she advises. Tsunami! Probably not. The party stops in Milston to pull out Vivian's map. The patron marked a few potential locations where Feldspar Square may be setting up shop today. This we will take advantage of my clever exploring skills, says Vivian. Yay! Did it! Vivian points to the mark near Gorn Fleshcleaver's butcher shop. Sure enough, Feldspar Square has magically appeared at the end of the street. They head in to pick up the wine shipment. Well, that was pretty easy, wasn't it? In the distance, the heroes spot a ship in the sky. Sails full, it skims along the cloud. I'm so hungry I could eat a roast wolf, Vincent says, as Yeo Feng comes into view in the distance. The kitchen crew will earn their money tonight. Okay, so the party stops in Milston to pull out Vivian's map. The page... Oh, hang on. That was the epic moment. Yes. I see. That's actually kind of cool that it showcases that. Alright, I think I'm going to go ahead and keep with what we have here. I think that's a good idea. I'm not too sure what this bar is. It would be nice if, again, we could hover over it and see what this bar actually does. I'm assuming that's how much gold they can have at max. Or their... I don't know. Or maybe it might be experience bar, actually. Yeah, actually makes more sense. That might be their experience bar. Okay, so we got quite a lot of rewards from that, which is really nice. We got some rep. Cool. There we go. We're going to continue to the tavern. Okay. So we got lots of money. Fantastic. Alright then, guys. So we are going to stick a cut in here. And I shall definitely see you for the next episode.